Hi guys, welcome to class. In today's class, it's a speaking class for advanced students. I think it was fully booked, so I don't know if you'll be able to join in if you want to, but by all means watch. It's a class, and I'm going to ask you some very, very difficult questions, some challenging questions, and questions that are asked in Oxbridge interviews. And Oxbridge is what we call Oxford and Cambridge, yeah, really elite universities in the UK, where the best of the best go. They ask very, very strange questions to try to get the students to think. I didn't go to Oxbridge. I've got friends who went through these interviews, and they're very, very strange, really, really strange questions. Things like, what is a banana? Yeah, and stuff like this. So that's what we're going to talk about in this class. I'm going to see if we can have an interesting discussion. So, Abdul, are you there?
Yes, sir, I'm here. How are you?
Good to speak with you. Where have you been, Abdul?
You're asking from me where you have been.
I've been here all the time, yeah, every day. I'm always here.
No.
I live on Verbling these days.
I think you.
Hi guys, welcome to class.
You came from London, right?
From where, sorry? I can hear myself. Oh, that's on my thing. That's okay. Okay, so sorry, I came from where? Sorry, Abdul.
You came back from London, right?
Yeah, I was in the UK. I spent most of the time in Manchester. Yeah, so sunny, beautiful Manchester. But it was good. It was not too bad. So Abdul, where have you been this week? Not in Manchester.
Just here.
We didn't bump into each other.
Just I mean, nothing special. Just working,
That's okay. Yeah, so you're right. Cool. Igor is back.
Yes, hi.
I have some questions that may be interesting for both of you, Abdul and Igor. The first one is actually about California, so that's cool. So Igor, good to speak with you again.
Thank you. Good to speak with you.
And it's working now. I think everyone can see from the outside. Yeah, I guess people have managed to join. Okay, Juan, are you there?
Hello, teacher. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine.
I'm really happy so many people have joined. Yeah, just makes it fun.
Pardon me?
I said I'm really happy so many of you have joined. It should be an interesting discussion, yeah? So it should be good. Okay, so Juan, good to speak with you again. And Kevin's also back.
Yeah, good to see you again.
Good to speak with you again. I guess nothing has changed in the last couple of minutes. Yeah, I guess you're still cool. But you're swearing at me. This is so rude, Kevin. You're swearing at me. You put your 2 fingers at me.
2 things?
Yeah. Kevin, you're being so rude.
It means win. Win.
Oh, sure, yeah. V for victory. I've heard that one before. Yeah, okay. That's fine, Kevin. That's okay. That's all right. Okay, and Wojtek.
Hi. Hello again.
Good to speak with you again. Yeah, so good to speak. Jarenson is there.
Hello.
We've spoken before, but I haven't spoken to you today. How are you today? / this week.
I'm doing very well.
Cool.
It's early in the morning, Colombia. I just about to wake up.
It must be early, I think. 4-hour time difference, maybe.
It's 4 a.m.
What? It's even bigger than 4-hour difference. Wow. So 11 minutes difference. Wow. Okay, that's quite early. I'm pleased, Jarenson. Yeah, you seem motivated enough to wake up at 4 a.m. Good. Cool. And Artur, how are you?
Hi, I'm fine. And you?
Not too bad. Good to speak with you. And where are you from?
I'm from Ukraine.
Cool. Which part?
I don't understand.
Which part of Ukraine? What's your city?
Donetsk.
Okay, yeah. So I've heard of this before. I think I've spoken with someone else from Donetsk. You have, what is it? They showed me a picture of some bridge. Is there a special bridge?
In Donetsk?
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay. Maybe yes.
Maybe, but it's not so interesting. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so the bridge is not so interesting. You're staying. Okay, that's cool. So, who else has joined before we get on? Alberto.
Yes.
Nice to speak with you, Alberto. This is the first time we've spoken, right? No, wait. I recognize your name somehow. Alberto.
I'm Alberto.
Alberto. Okay, so good to meet you, Alberto. Is this the first time we've spoken?
Yeah. Yes,
Perfect. Where are you from?
from Spain.
From Spain. Okay, so welcome, Alberto. Which part of Spain?
Thank you. I live in Vitoria, in the north of Spain.
Great. Okay, so this is cool. Okay, so guys, I'm going to ask, as promised, some very unusual questions. Abdul, I'm not going to ask you this question, but I'm going to ask maybe Artur. Have you been to California in America?
No, I don't be. And
I haven't been. Yeah.
I haven't been in California.
Okay, and does California exist? Arthur, does California exist? Silence. Did you understand the question? I'll write it down.
I don't understand the question.
Okay, so we'll come back. Wojtek, have you been to California?
No.
Does it exist?
It's been there last time I checked, so I think it exists. Yeah.
But you haven't been there, so how do you know?
Everyone says it exists, so I believe them.
So everyone says, yeah. So Abdul, okay. Abdul, does California exist?
Yeah.
You sure? But how do we trust you? You could be just saying.
Well, you can check the map. You can check
But
the.
you could have drawn the map.
What can? What, sorry?
Someone could have drawn the map. You know, it's easy to create something.
No. I mean, you can check the authentic world map, and you can check the map of the United States. The 50 states.
But how can we trust that?
Yeah, that's a good question. How should we trust? Thing is, like, I mean, well, I mean, let me tell you this. If, let's say, if I am standing outside and it's like a midday, and the sun is shining, and I'm telling you, that, oh, that's midnight, and you are telling me, oh, look at the sun is shining, it's midday. How can you tell, it's midnight? I mean, I'm telling you it's midnight, so I mean it's midnight.
Well, I say go, is Martin. Yeah, well, I say go. Okay, that's cool. So you're saying, yeah, there's evidence to prove. But Kevin, same question to you. Have you ever been to California? And does it exist?
Yes, I have been in California.
So, okay, we're not asking you then. Okay. Kevin, does it exist? Does California exist?
Yes. California exists, yes.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Because
Convince
I read...
us. I'm not convinced. Yeah, look at Artur. He took 5 minutes. Yeah, so he didn't know an answer. So he's not convinced either. So convince us. Is there a state? Is there a place called California?
Yeah,
I've never been to California. I don't know.
Yeah, you should hear the song, the California, about the sunny California, about the Disney and the Las Vegas, and so you know all the famous cities and the theme park in California.
So Kevin, does James Bond exist?
James Bond.
Does James Bond exist?
James Bond.
Yeah.
I think we can. It's good to imagine James Bond exists because we can enjoy the movies, the James Bond movies.
Okay.
You imagine he really exists.
Okay, so you've seen the movies, but is he a real person, Kevin?
Real person? I don't think so. I think
How do you
it is
know?
It is an artificial man.
How do you know the creators of the film didn't just copy a real person? They had no ideas themselves. They just thought, right, okay, I'm copying him, making a film. How do you know he's not a real person?
I think the James Bond, because the movie make the man as a Superman, you know. So it should be a artificial man and not copy from the real life person.
Okay, yeah. So someone who you're saying it's so unreal that it can't be real. Yes, so James Bond, his powers are so, what he does is so unreal that it's not possible that he could be a real person. Okay, so Huan, what do you say to this question? Again, the same thing. So Californian, talk about James Bond, if you like.
Pardon me, California or James Bond?
Both. Everything we've discussed. What would you like to say to this?
Well, according to this class, I think that we have to use the scientific method in order to prove that California exists, and as well as James Bond.
Okay, so what would your scientific method be? How would you prove?
First one, you have to observe. Then you make a hypothesis.
Yeah.
Then you test the hypothesis.
Yeah.
And then you draw conclusions.
Okay, so we've got to trust your hypotheses. Does your hypotheses exist? No, I won't ask you that. Okay, so Jarenson, anything else to add to this? How could we prove to people that have never been to California that California does actually exist? Or any place, yeah? I just use California as an example. Okay? London even. How do we know London exists?
Well, I mean, California is very easy, and I don't know about the other places, but specifically California is very easy to prove, I mean, if somebody don't believe it does exist or not, I mean, it's very easy to prove California, but I don't know about the other places.
Yeah, so if it's something like me saying, okay, do you know there's a Martinville or Martintown? That's debatable, but California is something else. Yeah, that's cool. Okay,
I can prove to you.
Igor, tell us. I knew you'd have something.
You have an internet, yes, connection.
Yep.
You go on next site, USA.gov. There you go to contact government details, and you find state California and find
but listen, how do you know? I could have made this website.
After that, you call that person and you ask.
But I could make this website. I could be on the other end, and I could be trying to convince you that it exists.
No, let me jump in. Go.
Yeah.
Like I said, California, I mean, it's very, very easy to prove, but like maybe it might be easy for you to prove that London exists or not, but for me, it's very easy to prove about California, Okay, right now, we are on Google Hangout, right?
Yeah.
So it means we are using, Google Hangout. So if you know about so you know about the Google, right?
Yeah.
So do you know where the Google born? What?
But does Google exist?
Yes, it does exist, because right now we are on the Google. It does exist.
Okay. Yeah. So this is the thing. So to summarize, this is people, like children, ask these questions always to their parents. This kind of question: Mom, does there exist? Or something like this kind of thing. Yeah. So it's quite an interesting one. Hong has just joined. She's probably thinking, "What the hell? What the hell have I joined?"
Yeah. So to answer this question, where was Google born?
Where was Google born?
Yeah.
Google was born in the minds of its creators.
No. Okay, where was first question? Where was Google born? Second question, where was Yahoo born? Where was?
I have no idea. Yahoo also California. It sounds Japanese, but it's American, isn't it?
Yeah, and where was Apple? Apple products, you know? Where was Apple born?
In theory, California, yeah, but we don't know. We don't know. Just because we're told something doesn't mean it's true.
No. How you don't know? I mean, just go and, you know, type it in Wikipedia, you know.
Fly to bloody California, Martin, yeah, this kind of thing. Okay, that's cool.
And Facebook.
Yeah.
Facebook. Where Facebook was born.
We
Where
have been
Twitter was born.
convinced, Abdul. We've been convinced. We've been told. Yes, but does it really exist? You know, the point is not about this. Does California exist? The point is, can you believe everything that you are told? And are we easily manipulated? As in, can we be easily influenced by things that we are told? And actually, is everything that we know now true? Yes, that's a very philosophical question. I can never say this word. But what do you say? So, I know Igor would have something to say about this. Do you believe that everything we know now is because of what we're told or because of the truth? Everything that we do in our daily lives, what we prioritize. Why do you go to work, for example?
It depends on each person. I believe in what I believe. You believe in other things. So I don't know why and what you believe. If you could give me an example in what you believe, I can say it's information from inside or outside.
Okay, so okay, this is a thing. Alberto said the Truman Show. I'll go back to you, Igor. Alberto, could you explain the Truman Show to those who haven't seen it?
The Truman Show.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a film. I suppose you have seen it. Yeah, all of you.
Has everyone seen the Truman Show? So it's about this guy who lives in like a bubble and everything's televised. Has everyone heard of the Truman Show?
Yeah, of course.
Kevin, do you know this film, the Truman Show?
No, I have no idea. What is Truman Show? What's the word?
Okay, so search for this. I would really recommend watching it. It's a very, very interesting film, but Alberto will explain in a minute. But Juan, do you know this film, The Truman Show?
No, not really.
No worries. Jarrington?
Well, it's about a man who lives a normal life. He has a wife, he has a job, he has his friends, but he doesn't know that he lives in a grid stage. It's a film. It's a film, but he doesn't know that he's an actor.
Yeah.
He's the starring of the film, really.
His life, he considers it to be normal, but actually he's in a film, but he just doesn't know it. You know, everything he's doing has been arranged, has been placed, yeah, for this. So how do we know then, Alberto, you know this film, how do we know that we are not all like
once he's walking and a light falls down and so on. I don't remember. I can't remember how many things happens, but there are details that say to him that all is a fiction. Fiction is a right word.
Okay, so everything was fictional. Is that what
fictional.
Fictional, as in not real, staged. Everything was staged. Okay, so Wojtek, you've watched this. Can you please correct me in the pronunciation? I keep saying Wojtek. Is it Wojtek?
Yeah, it's okay. It's Wojtek.
Okay. And this show, how do you know you're not like Truman?
How would I know?
Yes.
No, it's a tough question. No, I don't know how. I don't know what to answer really, Martin.
I think no, it's difficult.
Let me think. I don't know it, but I don't give a damn actually. I'm just living my life, and if someone is interested in it, I'll just say hello to everyone out there. Yeah.
Hello, hello, yeah. It's kind of thing. Okay, that's interesting. But they're saying because in the UK we have the most CCTV cameras per person in the whole world. So the amount of CCTV cameras, we're filmed on average about 400 times per day. You know, walking just around the streets. Yeah. So really, they talk about this. They're saying, oh yeah, we're all filmed. Everyone's watching us. You know, everything's, you know, a bit like this, but of course it's not. You know, this is just for security and things like this. If you go around London, the average day you are recorded, you are filmed 400 times. Yeah, no less than 400 CCTV cameras will pick up your image. Things like this, and they're saying it's one of I think either the highest, one of the highest proportions in the world in the UK of CCTV cameras to population. Yeah, and they're talking about this. Oh yeah, so everyone can see us. You know, do we have any privacy? You know, everyone can capture us. We're captured, what, 400 times a day or something. You know, it's quite.
Martin, do you think it's got a good influence on this level of security in the city, or
well, to what extent, yes. One extent, yeah, okay, it's safe because you've got evidence, you know, but if someone's going to kill someone, they're going to die anyway. So, you know, if you're the person that's been murdered, you don't care if a camera filmed it, you know, unless you want victory unless you want justice for that person. But, you know, it's also kind of creepy because you don't know who's watching, you don't know who's controlling the cameras. It could be some, you know, pervy guy looking at all the girls doing something, you know, things like this. So it depends on who's controlling it. But, I think it's okay. I think it's.
Who is controlling the controllers? Yeah.
Who's controlling the controllers? Things like this. Yeah. So that's a good one. Yeah. How is it in America, Abdul? So with CCTV cameras, are there a lot?
Everywhere.
Do you feel paranoid about it?
Hmm?
Do you feel paranoid about it?
Do I feel like bad?
Paranoid. So, oh no, people are watching me.
No, not really, because I mean, the main reason they are out there because for my and your security, you know.
Yeah.
If I'm not the bad guy, you're not the bad guy. So you should. I mean, not be. I mean, we should not be, you know, like against about that thing, you know, but. I mean, the thing is, privacy, that is a separate issue. I mean, we can debate that issue, but the thing is, what is the alternative? You know, we don't have any other alternatives.
Okay, that's interesting, yeah? So, okay, so for me, I'm not paranoid about it. I don't give a monkeys, quite frankly. But people say, oh, yeah, it's like the Truman Show, things like, or Big Brother, yeah? So like Big Brother. Has anyone heard about this show, Big Brother?
Yeah.
Is there an American version, Abdul?
Sorry?
Abdul, is there an American version?
I think, yeah.
Cool. Okay, so this is also like where everyone's filmed, everyone's analysed and things like this. Okay, so the next question. Alberto, how clever is a snail?
Is?
A snail. You eat them, yeah? So in Spain you eat these things. I won't talk about the snails again because I've talked about them a lot, but yeah, so snails, you know what a snail is?
Mm-hmm. But I don't know the meaning of snail.
Kevin, do you know what a snail is?
Snail? Oh,
I see.
Snail, I think snail is not clever.
Okay, why?
Because it moves slowly. You can easily catch it. He doesn't know how to. He doesn't know how to hide himself smartly.
He's got a bloody shell. What more do you want? Yes. Okay, so yeah, you're saying because he can't escape and because he can't hide, he is not clever. So therefore, what about suppressed people? Suppressed people, not clever.
Mm-hmm.
Suppressed people? What is suppressed people? Suppressed people.
So people who, you know, I don't know, for any reason, usually governments, yeah? So for reasons usually of governments, they don't feel free they feel under complete control of someone else. Yeah. So when you're suppressed, you have no power for yourself. You just you know, someone else has the power, and you are like, you know, you have to do what this person wants. Yeah. So these people maybe can't hide. Yeah. So in certain countries, can't hide and can't run away. So would you say that these people are not clever? And is a snail suppressed?
Yes, but these people may be clever, but just they have been controlled by others. But their IQ may be high. They may have very different thinking compared to others, but their IQ may be high.
What about a snail? A snail might have a high IQ in the snail world.
Yes.
Cool. Okay, we'll come back. Igor, what do you say? How clever is a snail?
I would say I should, for the first, it's correct to say, for the first to learn some biology more profound.
Yeah, okay.
After that, I can say my opinion to be more objective, because I do not know nothing about animals, insects, and snails.
But do you think a snail is clever? Yeah, not about the evidence, but do you think a snail is clever?
I suppose that may be clever, maybe not be clever. So basically I don't know, but I suppose that maybe not, because I do not have any something to prove me otherwise of my idea. So I am sitting on the fence.
You're sitting on the fence. Good expression. Yeah. Yes, you're sitting on the fence. Who is not sitting on the fence? Who has an answer for this? What would I say? I don't think a snail. I don't think a snail is clever in human terms. Yeah, but you know, they're okay. They just, you know, they don't die immediately. So I don't know. Okay, that links them. So what does it mean to be clever, Al Abdul? So would you say to be clever is just linked directly to intelligence, or what?
I think if I say that there is a link between clever and intelligence, so then I have to establish it. So I don't know how to establish that link, but I think intelligent and clever. I think no, there is no link between intelligence and clever. If somebody is intelligent, it doesn't mean he is clever too. But if somebody is clever, it doesn't mean he is intelligent too. You know. So I think these two are separate. Yeah.
So describe a clever person compared with an intelligent person. What kind of things do they do? What makes them different?
A clever person, I mean, a clever person, you know, can be, I mean, like, I don't know, I mean, if you look at a foolish and dumb person and I mean look at the clever person, then there is a lot of differences. But the clever person, you know, I mean, he will, I mean, think, you know, ahead of time and
be ahead of the game. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, he will be, you know, I mean, more, I mean, more precise and more, you know, like more, you know, accurate and more, you know, like better, you know, compared to the foolish person, you know. An intelligent person is, I think, you know, that I think intelligent is like, you know, for example, if I am in a profession, you know, if my profession is like, you know, computer science or engineering or doctor, you know, so I mean, I have to be, you know, a very professional in my field, you know.
Yeah.
So that way somebody can call me, you know, oh, that guy is very intelligent, you know, because he is very professional, you know, in that area. He knows a lot about, you know, computer science. He knows a lot
It's like a
about.
specialist, yeah? Someone who's
Yeah.
specialist in some areas, it would be intelligent, but you can be clever without having that specialist knowledge. You can just have a natural instinct for things, maybe. That's cool.
I looked up in dictionary. Clever is a synonym with intelligence. It's synonym.
Yeah, but would you say they are the same thing? Yeah. So it says in the dictionary synonym, but they are. Yeah, to be clever, to be intelligent. But a clever person, you could say, for example, to a child, "Oh, you're very clever," meaning very, not necessarily like a scientist, but he is brainy. Yeah, so he's able to do things. You can also say he's very intelligent, but there could be a difference. Yeah, but would you say so? But you're saying. Igor, there's no difference. Absolutely no difference.
In dictionary, and it's clever is to quick to understand, to learn. So intelligent is the same. The ability to acquire and apply knowledge and skills. Intelligent.
Okay, so you would say they are the same. Okay, cool.
I think in 90%, according to dictionary that I looked up.
Okay, Jarrison, what would you say? Are they the same, to be clever and to be intelligent?
Okay, I say are the same, but you know, I think intelligent person or clever person have a common things, that is the capacity to resolve problems. You know, not necessarily, for example, people for the country that maybe is ignorant for many things, we could say that is not intelligent.
Yeah.
Maybe it's intelligent in his fields. You know, and you know, I have talked with so many people in the country. Maybe they have not good education, but you know, deeply talking about with those people, they are intelligent.
Okay, so it's not linked to what you've studied or your education background. It's linked to just the way you think. Yeah, you're saying that's cool.
Yes.
Okay. Any more opinions to add on this? So, Wojtek.
You know, for me, intelligence is ability to how to say it, to assimilate or to learn, to assimilate knowledge. Yeah.
Okay.
Cleverness is like processing the knowledge, something like that.
Yeah. So basically, intelligence is something that you can learn to have. To be clever is something that maybe you just are or not. Yeah, but they're very, 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 very similar. It's just I don't know. I'd use them in different ways slightly. Yeah. So sometimes I say you're
cleverness is more practical. I think cleverness might be a little bit practical, or
like a dog can be clever. You can describe a dog as clever. You can also describe it as intelligent, but I would say that it's a clever dog. Yeah, or a clever boy, a clever girl. I wouldn't say an intelligent boy, an intelligent girl. You can say this, but I would use clever, and it means something maybe that's more natural. That's how I understand it. But of course, they're very, very similar. Okay, Alberto, any more comments? You said intelligent learns how to swim, clever knows how to swim. Cool.
That's a good one.
So, Alberto, are you clever?
Clever? No. I think no.
But intelligent?
I try to be intelligent.
Modest, yeah? So that's one thing. Cool. Okay, so that's interesting. Any more comments before we go on?
I think the difference is that the an intelligent person follow a method. But a clever person is clever from his birth.
Okay, so something that, again, is more natural. That's what I would understand as well from it. But again, very, very similar. Okay, next question. Abdul, how could you organize a revolution in America?
How can I organize revolution
A
in America?
revolution in America.
About what?
Maybe, okay, you wanted to personally overthrow your government.
Overthrow my government?
Yeah. For example.
It's very hard to organize the people and, to motivate the people and, bring the people, and convince the people, that why you want to throw over the government. So I think there should be some kind of solid reason, that on that base, you can convince the folks, that hey, look, the government, I mean, Mr. Government is a bad guy. I mean, we just need, we just need law and order, and he can't even give us law and order. We just need education, and Mr. Government can't even give us, good quality education. We need, good quality health. Mr. Government can give us good quality health. So let's tell the government that, Mr. Government, we are not happy with you. Pack up and go home. So I mean,
just say, keep calm. You just say, just convince the people somehow. That's interesting. Alberto,
you should need at least some, like 1, 2, 3 issues, on that, and on the basis of those issues, you can convince the people, that hey, I mean, let's come up and just tell the government that, hey, I mean, Mister, we are not happy with you, and pack up and go home. I mean, we don't need you anymore.
At their heartstrings. Do you know this one? So basically, you're trying to tell the people everything that's maybe close to their heart, and convince them that way. So if they're passionate about education, you say, look, they're not doing so much for education. You tug at their heartstrings, and they feel, oh yeah, this is true. Yeah, so they feel emotional about it, and they think. So you organize it this way. Yeah, so convince the people through their hearts. Alberto, you're from? Did you say Brazil? No, Spain. Spain.
Yeah, from Spain.
Spain. Okay, how would you organize a revolution in Spain?
It's difficult. It's very difficult, I think. Well, there's a difficult situation in Spain and in Europe now, economic situation, but people don't want to lose what they have, and I think this is the point. They have a car, they have a building or a flat or so on, and it's difficult to motivate and to move them.
Yeah.
There is a 26% of unemployment in Spain now, and there are not really demonstrations or nothing.
So for you, if you wanted to organize a revolution, it'd be difficult for you because no one else would want to follow you. How then, in this situation, could you motivate them to follow you in your quest to revolutionize things? So how could you motivate them?
I think we need a clever person.
Okay, so yeah. Okay, so that's interesting. Alberto, or you could just say, right, if you're really rich, give all jobs, yeah? Join me and you get a job, yeah? Something like that. I don't know if that would work. That would certainly work everywhere, I think. Yeah, so incentivize them with money, yeah? I don't know. Bribe. Okay, Igor.
Yeah.
How would you organize a revolution in your country?
First, I wouldn't organize any revolution because I think revolution is a big thing, and you need to be more attentive when you vote. You go to vote.
Yep.
So there is a revolution. Your time to say your word. But in our country, I think was a kind of revolution, in 2009. And how was organized? As I know. A political party said that blamed another party,
yep.
political, that they all the things that not going well in country, they are what they are because of them. Let's say
The reasons? No, they blame. They put the blame on.
yeah, they put the blame on our party because, for example, if we don't have money, they what they. How we can say, for example, if something not going well, you are what? You are
angry, aggravated?
No. You are responsible for that, so you do not control that, and you are what? You are
powerless. No, I'm not sure.
I mean, so they bring people and paid that people, those people, with money.
So they bribed them.
No, they give. Some people came with idea of changing the power, but some people were paid by this. I mean, the young students who study, they do not have so much money, so they
effectively bribed. Yeah.
No, but they gave the money and they came in the city center and they start to yell. Go home.
That's a bribe, yeah. So you give me, I'll give you money. You give me what I want. Yes, essentially. But that's cool. Okay, so or you could say incentivized. Yeah, they were incentivized. They were given some money.
Incentivized.
The money is the incentive. So without the money, they wouldn't go. So this is the thing that motivates them to go.
Yeah, but not all people, but some people from. Young people, I mean students. So they came in city center and they yelling. That's and was kind of revolution because after that, in our country, power was changed, but without any blood or without something. It was very, how we can say, very. When it's without
peaceful,
blood,
calm.
It's very peaceful, calm.
Peaceful protest, you can say. It was a peaceful protest.
Peaceful protest. So here in my country, only something like this work. When people may go in city center and they something yell, and after that, something change.
We had
something peaceful.
We had something like this last year in the UK. Well, not peaceful one, but really, really chaos. I don't know. It was really chaotic. I don't know if people saw footage of this on the news or whatever. But you know, people burning shops. You know, businesses went down. People were running, and it was very, very dangerous in London because people were protesting against tuition fees, things like this. I'm trying to find you some photos because it was a very, very, very big thing, and they wanted some kind of revolution. Yeah, so for about tuition fees, things like this. But it was really, really bad. There was a shop that's been there for maybe 200 years or something, since the Victorian times. Really big department store, really historical. They just burnt it down, you know, and now it's gone. Things like this. So it was really, really, really bad. And I can't remember what it was called, but it was very revolutionized things. But it was very, very not a pleasant time. So I don't know if anything's happened like this in your countries recently. I'm just trying to find photos.
In my country, it's impossible to happen something like this because people are very peaceful people. They do not like to do something bad. It's a small country.
So not aggressive, not angry.
Yeah, they're not.
About
No.
Trying to find, but there's so loads. But you've heard about this, Abdul, right?
Yeah, I heard about this It was last year, and it was very chaotic and. People, I saw people on the news, stealing ATM machines and, stealing stuffs from, shops and, everything was like so bad,
Yeah, it was. It was very, very chaotic. I'll show you some pictures now so you can get an idea because it was, yeah. So luckily I was out of the country at the time, but it was very, very shocking. Okay, wait. Okay, wait, where's it gone? Yeah, can you see? There's lots of fires. People were throwing things at policemen. All in central London. Also, yeah, this is a big thing that happened. They attacked Prince Charles's car. So look, if you see this photo, they attacked his car. They were all, and people were very worried about the safety of people in power, essentially. And it was very, very crazy. Luckily I wasn't there, but it was really dangerous. People died, things like this. And look here, they were trying to get a revolution, things like this. So people are very hot about this, very fired up. But what I want to ask in your countries if it's the same, if anything like this has happened recently. So, Kevin, what about you?
The revolution, usually the people in my place, they are quite peaceful and obey the orders.
Yeah.
And so when they went to the street for protest, they would usually behave correctly, and they will not fight against the policeman or do any robbery actions. For example, to attack the department stores or the banks. Usually the people in my place, they will not do this. They will usually raise a lot of banners to show their idea of their revolution.
But not throwing, you know, fireballs and things like this. Yeah, so it's a bit different. But the thing is, I don't know how effective it is. Really, the government was so shocked by this, yeah, because the city was out of control. You know, I guess they're used to London being quite, you know, regulated. Everything's fine. Suddenly, they were faced with London where everything was going crazy. They couldn't control it really because there were so many people in London that the police had really had little control over these people, and they thought, crap, yeah, something is wrong here.
Well, the basic reason is that I think in London police, I mean, the guns are allowed to police in London or no?
Yeah, policemen allow guns. Yeah, but they don't like using them because there's a lot of problems with them. Yeah, so if they use you kill this person legally.
No, I mean allowed. You mean allowed like what? You know, like like because I was watching news during those days. I mean, I haven't seen any guns in their hands. You know, I mean, they were just try to control, those crazy people just with the sticks. You know.
Because the thing is, if they use guns, they often do this for their own protection as well. Because as soon as you use a gun, someone could plead that you did it illegally, so you were killed illegally. Then this policeman's screwed. So with the whole attitude to guns, is very difficult. Although they should be in airports. They're always armed with guns, and they shoot rarely. But there was a problem the other year. There was they thought there was going to be a terrorist attack, something like this. And there was a guy, and they thought he was a terrorist, so they shot him. Actually, he wasn't a terrorist. So they killed him. And so it was quite tricky for him. I think this policeman got arrested actually, even maybe.
So in normal days, if a police officer is on patrolling, so he can carry the gun or no?
I think so. Yeah, I think they're always armed with like a small pistol at least. But in the airport, you see them with the big ones. Yeah, so really big ones. But I think they are allowed to. They are allowed to shoot, but it's tricky. A lot of them don't like to because they get in the crap, quite frankly. If they kill someone says, well, that was the wrong person, and as a policeman, you could get in trouble for this if you kill someone for no reason, even if you think there's a reason. Yeah, so it's tricky. I think it's not a good job.
Yeah, because if I look at if a police officer is in full uniform, I didn't see any gun. In London, I mean, I never been in London, but on the news, I didn't see any gun with the police officer, No.
Because essentially, also, I don't know if it's a way the government saying, well, if we shoot you, this is saying you can't have your opinion. We're killing you for having an opinion. So they allowed the people to do this. They didn't, if they did something that was illegal, then they'd arrested. But for protesting, they can do it. You can have your own opinion, but it's when they do something that really affects other people and they're punished. But to kill them would have been a bad PR thing, yeah, because people said, oh yeah, these people were saying they wanted this, but the government just responded by killing them. What government is that? Kills the people for having an opinion. So that's probably also was a strategy. Okay, don't go out with, we don't want to be seen to have our policemen shooting people. Try to do it in a calm way with these big boards, things like this. That could have been a way as well. Because the topic is still hot. It's about tuition fees. These tuition fees are very, very high in the UK at the moment. It's £9,000 per year for British students, even more for international students, and that's what people are angry about. Is why the fees are so expensive. It's very expensive to get an education. Yeah, so that was the point. So it's a way, basically, if they killed, it would have looked really, really bad on the government. They'd think, yeah, this government are terrible. They're killing people for basically having a valid opinion.
Yeah, that's right. But if somebody is going crazy and try to destroy public property and
that's where it got extreme. Yeah, that's the thing. So
yeah,
what protesting against was fair. The way it started was fair. It just got out of control because people were joining, even if they didn't care about what was being protested for. They thought, oh great, yeah, this is exciting. Let's burn down a shop. Or let's break into a shop and steal a big TV. Yeah, or a MacBook. Because this was also happening. So many people were rushing to the big technological shops and things, and breaking through and just stealing things, taking them, looting.
Stealing money from ATM machines, stealing electronics, stealing clothes,
That's where it got out of hand, but the actual protest, to begin with, was okay. It was a valid point, but then people were taking advantage of this, using this as an opportunity to steal, to burn down buildings, to attack people, things like this. Yeah, it's like at a football match. You get the people that are just going to the football match to watch the football. You get the people there who just there to cause trouble. So it depends. But anyway, okay. So Wojtek, has this ever happened to you in your country, or have you seen something like this?
It's happened every year. I think on the 11th of November. Okay. It's a kind of Independence Day in Poland. And the right side is fighting the left side, on the streets, and it's pretty scary. Everyone is fighting the police, so it happens. There was this huge demonstration last year about the ACTA legislation. You know what I mean?
The ACT legislation.
ACTA. It's about the piracy and things like that.
Okay. Yep.
SOPA, anti-SOPA, something like that.
Yeah, it's as far as I know, it's ACTA. Yeah, I write it down in the chat box.
Okay, yeah. I thought you were saying actor is like a person who acts. Yeah, okay, actor. Okay, this.
Yeah,
so the anti-counterfeiting trade agreement. Cool. Okay, so actor.
Whatever. It's actor. Okay, so there was this great demonstrations. Basically, students were on the streets, and they were. It was really huge. And the government was forced to refuse to sign it.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, it happens. It happens.
And is it effective? Yes. Do you think that when people protest, think that this is an effective way of getting what you want?
It worked in the case of ACTA. So sometimes it works. Yeah.
So how would you organize a revolution in Poland?
I don't know. I'm not a revolutionary guy, but I think that Igor got a good point. You could arrange a huge sum of money and offer every participant some of it. It could work. Yeah.
So to incentivize people with money, yes, that's always good.
Yeah.
So it works in our country.
Everyone tries that on a huge scale, so maybe it will work. I don't know.
The thing is, as soon as you do that, who you're trying to revolutionize against could also pay. Yeah, so the government's pockets are richer than your pockets. They can say, well, we'll pay you to support us, yeah, to not protest. I don't know, but Kevin, what do you say in China? How would you, or Hong Kong? How would you arrange a revolution?
You mean in Hong Kong?
In Hong Kong, yeah.
Hong Kong. Yeah, in Hong Kong. In Hong Kong, it is relatively easy to organize the people because we will make use of various mass media channels to let more people, to increase the public awareness of the revolution idea, to let them understand the benefits of the revolutionary. And people are willing to join the protest on the street. But they will not attack other people, the policeman. They will protest peacefully. For example, in 10 years ago, we had over about 500,000 people, 500,000 Hong Kong people to join the protest, but there is no any attack events happened. And this,
protest. What protest was it? What was it?
The protest because the economy, because people didn't satisfy with the government performance, because due to the poor economic situation and some behaviors of the government officials. So over 500,000 people walked to the street to protest. But very
so things like this usually be about economics, things like this. Yeah. So if there's no jobs, then that will give us a reason. Okay, they give us money in elections instead of revolution. Okay, that's cool. Any opinions on this, Alberto? Any more you'd like to say?
No. It's very interesting, but I think so. That all.
Cool. Yep. Absolutely.
And let's say, for example, if you're not happy with the government, so how are you going to throw out the government? What will be your strategy?
What would I do? I would just, I wouldn't protest. Yeah. So for me, in my I wouldn't protest. I can't be bothered with it, you know, because I think the way it's just basically you vote for the right one. Yeah. So if they get into power, but to overthrow, I hope I don't have to be in the situation where I have to overthrow my government. But I would just protest by actions. Yeah. So if I'm not happy with the country, I'd leave the country. You know, and hope other people do a similar thing, and they start to realize actually there's a problem. Yeah, so I would do it not by saying oh yeah, but by actually doing something, maybe refusing to pay taxes or something, or refusing to do something that's not so, this kind of stuff.
And what is the number one issue which annoy you most?
In the UK.
Yeah. In UK, yeah, but you are in Germany right now, right?
Yeah.
In Germany or UK?
I'm in Germany at the moment. For 10 more days, I'm moving back. So, well, 8 more days now, really soon. Okay, so, at the moment, I'm in Germany.
So, in Germany, yeah?
Yep.
So, what is the number one issue which, bother you most,
About Germany or about
this is my, this issue, bothers me a lot,
So there's one thing. It's just paperwork. Yeah. So for me, I don't like it. Yeah. I don't know if, and also lots of bureaucracy. Yeah. So for example, I've had to register in the city. Now I've got to deregister. I've got to stand in a queue for maybe 1 hour, 2 hours just to say I'm leaving the city. Yeah. That really bothers me. And also there's lots, but also about the UK. Yeah, so I think this, but linking to bureaucracy and time wasting, that's something that I really don't like.
Yeah, nobody likes that.
Yeah, so that's one thing. But apart from that, I'd say everything's okay. Yeah, it's not too bad. But anyway, okay. So I've got to go now. But good to speak with you after a long time for some of you, and hopefully speak to you very, very soon. I've got some classes later if you want to join. But interesting answers. Okay, so take care, guys. Speak to you later.
Bye.
Bye.